Good afternoon. My name is Philip Pandy. This is for subject week 1. We're talking about decimals for a 6th grader. I have to use that. I have not been in a classroom other than coaching water polo years ago. Wouldn't even say that's recent enough. But when it comes to the special ed and emotional learners, we do have to adapt, and we have that in every aspect, whether it be sports or regular day work. I used to work at a car rental company for Hertz as a DM, and with that, you came across some people on the spectrum that you have to explain terms differently. Sometimes they did bring their emotional support in to discuss the contracts and such. So I am aware of the adaptation of how I come across, whether aggressive, affirm, or very firm, to a coddling point, and fully explaining, being dramatic, using my hands, which I do right now, to speak, to go ahead and bring the situation down to where we come to common understanding. With that, to make sure we meet the Common Core standards, which we learned about clusters and the exercise before this. And we can explain things in a stream that may lead to a little bit more for those that are more advanced and for those that are not. With this, depending on where I end up teaching, I would relate to the area, because we're talking about how the family is the foundation, and we build from there. So based on the area, I would probably, even if I'm building my lesson myself to teach decimals, and we know that they're not engaged, you go to the local store on your way home to where you live, and you see what they have in the area of your kids. Then you utilize that. So to engage, as you said, talkies, I would go with the basics. Do you go shop with your mom to get them engaged? Yeah, you do? Great. What do you normally see that you like? And then at that point in time, they say cookies, so you get the cookies, and you do $2.50. They talk about their chips, what they like, the juice that they like. Don't make it a dramatic number, but I would definitely adjust it, so then that way we can perform the actions of adding and subtracting correctly based on things that they know they like and have a passion for. So that's the adaptation on what we would do. Going with the special learner, or the emotional learner, we need to find their key and what triggers them. So find out their passion. If they like drawing, then at that point in time we talk about books. Like you want 2 pieces of paper, but I'm going to give you half a paper, and half a paper has a decimal to it, 50 cents. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to relate it to them. If it has to be a side one-on-one while doodling, sometimes we may have to go ahead and give them a little extra time while everyone else is working on their fractions to go ahead and express, or pair up with another student that looks like they get it, but also they learn by doing it themselves. So if they have to do it themselves, sometimes it helps to coach someone else. And hearing it from a peer, I'm now working on 2 people. I'm working on someone that's tangible and needs help with doing it physically, as well as someone that needs to reiterate it to someone else. So that's a way that I would get this lesson for the 6th grade math class with my special learner and emotional learner all on the same page, so then that way we can all move forward and learn and get the decimals part taken care of, so that way we meet the Common Core standards. Thanks for listening. Hope you have a wonderful week.